What is truly mind-boggling is that a Nicoll Dyson beam is capable of delivering its energy to a planet-sized target at a range of millions of light years. This means that a civilization can engage in intergalactic wars, or use the beam to signal others located in a nearby galaxy. Even at interstellar distances, the outermost components of this Dyson swarm are emitting a potent, collimated beam that can cause considerable damage. Welcome back to my channel. The real Death Star. The Nicoll Dyson beam. Originally, a Dyson sphere was envisioned as a physical sphere with a few meters of thickness that would entirely encompass the home star. However, this design is impractical because it would require an excessive amount of matter and energy to construct and maintain. I would argue that there is no material strong enough to sustain a physical sphere around a star. If such a structure were constructed around the Sun at Earth's distance, the sphere would likely collapse due to its own gravity and would require more solid material than could be gathered in the entire solar system. Dyson spheres are envisioned as collection of solar power satellites in orbit, or habitable structures which would capture the majority or all of the star's energy output. If this could be accomplished with tremendous efficiency, the total energy gain would be several trillion times greater than our current global energy consumption. However, detecting Dyson spheres around other stars is difficult, and is not easy with current technology, but efforts are in progress in this regard. This laser as a weapon, in which satellites of a Dyson swarm encircling a sun function as a phased array laser, capable of delivering an energy payload to a planet-sized target millions of light-years distant. Depending on the focus of the beam, the intensity of its source sun, the size of the swarm, and the time required to build up energy, this could obliterate an atmosphere or an entire planet. Such a device could be used for non-lethal purposes, such as propelling laser-sail spacecraft across interstellar distances. While the Shkotov thruster operates on similar principles, it is designed to move the sun instead of releasing its energy on a distant target. When a collimated beam reaches a distant target, the beam's power-only restriction is its focal. One method to improve this focus is to increase the emitter's effective aperture. If used to emanate such a beam, a very large object such as a Dyson swarm has a very large effective aperture. From the stars they contain, Dyson swarms extract a substantial quantity of energy. If a portion of this energy can be directed at a target in a different planetary system, significant damage can be inflicted. In practice, the exterior elements of the swarm, or the outer surface of a dynamically supported Dyson shell, are transformed into phased array emitters. This enables the concentration of a potent beam on a distant target in another planetary system. Nicoll Dyson beams can be routinely used to propel laser-sail spacecraft at interstellar distances, and can be employed to transmit messages to distant interstellar locations within the Milky Way galaxy. Nicoll Dyson arrays can be utilized as weapons as well. At vast distances, a planet's surface or a megastructure can sustain severe damage. What is truly mind-boggling is that a Nicoll Dyson beam is capable of delivering its energy to a planet-sized target at a range of millions of light years. This means that a civilization can engage in intergalactic wars, or use the beam to signal others located in a nearby galaxy. The beam can easily make possible for a civilization to embark for galactic colonization, as it can be used to push entire fleets of interstellar ships to relativistic speeds via solar sails. Your spaceship's ability to accelerate or even decelerate using Nicoll Dyson beams saves a tremendous amount of fuel, allowing you to travel faster or carry more cargo. Even if you can't target a planet on the opposite side of the galaxy by using the beam like a killing laser with an output equivalent of trillions of nukes a second, you can still ram the planet with an RKM, a missile accelerated to relativistic speeds, and equipped with minimal guidance to make corrections to its own trajectory. The key point is that you do not need a fully developed Dyson sphere to create a planet-destroying weapon. You only need to have large lenses that can target planets light years distant. This kind of technology allows you to employ large telescopes that can easily observe the opposite side of the galaxy. Therefore, if you are a genocidal race, you can practically torch every planet with life in the galaxy, without abandoning your home solar system, as it would take less than 1% of your solar economy to torch each planet. And it is not necessary to literally blow up the planet by exploding it, in order to render it inhabitable. It's enough to sterilize it by removing its atmosphere and by torching its crust. And even if there were a billion planets with life in the galaxy, it would only take a billion days, less than 10 million years, a blink of an eye on the galactic scale, significantly less time than it would take for any microbe left alive to evolve into complex life on that planet. Can there be any defense against such a weapon? You can prevent anyone from ever using it against you through diplomacy, by sheer military might, or even by doing a preemptive strike. You can blow up the weapon so it can't fire, you can intercept the shot en route with some sort of a shield, you can arm yourself against it so it doesn't harm as much, or you cannot be in the area from which it fires. You can also place swarms of mirrors between your system and the enemy, to significantly reduce the weapon's potency, and destroy any RKMs that crash into them. And while it is possible to give RKMs some maneuverability, they cannot be made to change course by light years, and if they collide with almost anything, they will be torn to shreds and disperse like a shotgun blast. The hunt for extraterrestrial life began in 1960, when physicist Freeman Dyson proposed it. Decades later, the hunt for Dyson spheres, as they are now known, remains a minority sport among those engaged in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The SETI program, which has primarily concentrated on listening for radio signals from other planets. NASA's Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer was used to search for the expected mid-infrared waste energy emanating from a Dyson sphere, but nothing was found. Freeman Dyson himself suggested searching for the anticipated trails of ionized gases, left behind by spacecraft slowing down near the megastructure. If such colossal structures exist, their discovery would be mind-boggling and would indicate the existence of a civilization significantly more technologically sophisticated than ours. Despite the disappointing results to date, it seems worthwhile to continue the search. Thank you for watching.